Hey y'all, my name is Yvette and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making paletas very loosely inspired by Muse Squad, The Mystery of the 10th by Chantel Acevedo as a part of the Muse Squad book tour. This is the second book in a fantasy middle grade duology about a young Cuban-American girl who discovers that she's one of the 9 muses of Greek mythology. So the first paleta I'm making in this video is a Dulce de leche paleta inspired by a Dulce de leche ice cream that the main character Callie gets in the book. 6 months after the events of the first book, Callie is starting to get the hang of being a muse, and she's going to spend the summer in New York with her dad, her stepmom, and her new baby brother. Upon arriving in New York, one of the first things she does is go to a bodega and get some dulce de leche ice cream. And as the plot takes off, New York becomes a really fun setting. Strange things are happening, and Callie and her friends get sent on an honest-to-God quest that has them running around New York fighting monsters and completing tasks. This next paleta is inspired by Ambrosia, the mythological food of the gods. There are a few scenes over the course of the duology where Callie has a chance to try Ambrosia. In the book, it's described as tasting like honey mustard, so this is a honey mango paleta. It is very much not the same thing, but this paleta is really good, so it might as well be Ambrosia. And speaking of Greek mythology, this book explores more of it. The first book is more about Callie discovering that she's a muse in this world of magic and seeing what her muse powers are capable of. In the second book, Callie now has one adventure under her belt, her powers are stronger than ever, and she has an established group of muse friends behind her as she quests and meets new beings and creatures from Greek mythology. And this is the Honey Mango Paleta. It's by far my favorite of the bunch. I highly recommend it. This next paleta is a cinnamon paleta. It's inspired by a scene where Callie and her friends aren't quite sure what their next move is going to be. To figure that out, they have to seek advice from figures right out of Greek mythology, and to get on their good side, Callie and her friends bring along some churros. Something else I like about this duology is Callie's character development and personal journey. Her personal growth goes hand in hand with discovering her abilities in the first book, and this continues on into the second book, where Callie has to decide where her priorities really lie. All this culminates to a decision that Callie makes at the end of the duology, and what she chooses is so thoughtful and mature and really shows how much Callie has grown. I was genuinely surprised about how things turned out in the end, and surprised in a good way. This last paleta is an avocado paleta. This actually isn't inspired by anything in the book, but when my dad heard I was making paletas, he made a quest for these. So I'm going to take this moment to talk a little bit more about the Muse Squad book tour. This second book in the duology came out earlier this week on Tuesday, July 6th, and all week reviewers have been posting in celebration of its release. Check out the hashtag Muse Squad Tour on Twitter to see the other posts. And also, a huge thank you to Paula for putting this book tour together and everything else she does for the community. That's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to go check out the other Muse Squad tour posts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.